Is Paulie at the door there?
Hey, Dan.
Oh, wow.
So we got a hold of Jerry's Cakes in Torrance, and they brought us a cake. Eric, can you bring it in? It's a nice cake.
Oh, the big German kids bringing in the cake.
Yeah.
Check out this cake, Dan.
Oh, nice.
And the owner wanted to come in, too, to say hello. Look at that cake.
Wow.
Lakers Hall of Famer Jerry West, Dan.
Congratulations. Great to see you.
Wow. That's awesome.
What's happening, Jer?
Now, that's
Hey, my friend. Nice to see you.
now it feels like it's great to see you. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for coming in. And Jerry made this. That's the amazing part of this.
I made
early.
the one on the left over there, that little round one.
Wow. You know, I got to give this crew credit. They normally don't do much work,
But, man, did you guys outdo yourself with all the surprises. So I got I got two of the greatest ever. I got Jerry and Al Michaels here.
Both looking for a golf course, right?
I don't understand how you did here this early. You'd normally be tramping around Bel Air Country Club today.
I'm just getting in.
Oh, okay.
I'm on the other side of the clock right now.
Have you guys played golf before?
We have.
Yeah, we
Because
have.
Jerry's really good.
You think?
Yeah. I just saw him playing cards one day at Bel Air.
I just love when Jerry's on the range. He takes an 8-iron, and there's a flag out there, and like 115 balls are within 3 feet of the flag. Boom.
Well, Al's one of the finest golfers I've ever played with.
Paulie, you shocked me here. So you got a cake, Dan Patrick Show cake. You got Jerry West to come in.
Fritzy got Jerry West to come in. We call Mr. West, who's been nothing but nice to us, and he said, "Get up in this early in the morning and bring a cake in." He said, "No problem."
Yeah, Fritzy.
Let me just tell you, on short notice, he's getting ready to get on a plane to San Francisco. His wife, Karen, was kind enough to help us track him down. He couldn't have been nice, as we all knew he would be. And on a very short notice, he changed his plans and made arrangements to be here for you on the 10th anniversary. One of your idols, Jerry West. So pretty awesome.
And I said this to these guys that every time I see my dad.
Well, thank you. That's
Because
very nice.
my dad, he loved the way you played. So the last time you were here, it was pretty emotional. I want to thank both of you guys for coming in. You mean the world to me. You really do. And if you want to have some cake, Jerry, you look like you're still in playing shape there.
He is.
Dan, you have to eat this whole thing on your birthday.
My thanks to Jerry West and Al Michaels. Thank you again for stopping by to celebrate our. Where would you be without basketball?
Oh, I would have been dead long ago. I'm sure.
Why?
Well, you know something, Dan? I have a restless mind, okay? I can't imagine myself working for a coal mine. I just can't I can't imagine myself. I would have never been able to go to college. And I do believe that men should be busy and not idle. And every once in a while, I think back to myself and I say, oh my gosh, what if this hadn't happened? This particular little incident in my life, just a little small thing. And I said, what if that never happened? I would be, I don't know. I would be a person who tried to be nice to everyone, try to be helpful, and more importantly, try to encourage young kids. I think when you grow up differently, one of the things you want to do is encourage people. And even to this day, I try to help everyone in the NBA that I think that comes to me or calls me about particular jobs or something. I will make a phone call for them. And if I believe in them, I really will. And when you sometimes you don't realize that maybe you have a little bit different kind of an impact on people. And I love people, and I particularly love the game of basketball, which has given me so much. So the people that I most admire are the people I competed against, and particularly the people I played with. I've worked for some incredible people. Jerry Buss, who gave me a chance here in Los Angeles to work as an executive. And little did I know what I would ever do when I retired from basketball. And then late Mike Heisley, the Warriors whole group up there, a real special group of people. And I'd like to talk about some of their players, but I can't. But they're friends. They're people that I consider friends.
Yeah.
And, just how special they are. And now here with the Clippers, Steve Ballmer, just frankly amazing man. And he's really kind of rejuvenated me. Working with Lawrence Franks and Doc Rivers, and got a great staff there. And my years with the Lakers will be the highlight of my life. That's for sure.
I got your autograph. I got Bill Sharman. I got everybody but Wilt. And Wilt sat in the first seat on the bus. And after the game, I saw him there. He didn't sign my autograph. I walked on the bus. I took one step up, and I said, Mr. Chamberlain, would you sign my autograph? And he stood up and he said, "Get the F off the bus." And that was my encounter with Wilt.
Well, that was probably not what you expected, I'm guessing.
It was great. It was great.
Today, we're not only, today, not only the security guard, but the entrance to the bus is really protected because usually under arena. But things have really changed.
I wouldn't have had a chance to say hello. I wouldn't have gotten even close. But I never got Wilt's autograph there. Got everybody else's. Your penmanship, beautiful, gorgeous.
Well, when I was a kid in school, I used to be I'd win the penmanship awards, and today I certainly wouldn't do it. That's for sure.
Okay, we see the NBA ball and we see the logo. And we've seen the picture that is you, in that you are the logo. Right?
I really don't like to talk about that because I think it's very uncomfortable for the NBA, but there's a very interesting story in the New York Times that the man who designed the logo, he said, yes, that's Jerry West.
But it has to be an honor. Okay. What do you think when you look at the ball and that's you? You're playing against the Trailblazers, I think. You're driving on the left side against the Trailblazers, right?
I'm not even sure, Dan.
Did you make the shot, Jerry?
I don't know, but I shot it.
But you're the I thought that's one of the great nicknames of all time. Now, you were Mr. Clutch, Zeke from Cabin Creek, but the logo, it doesn't get any better than that.
It's flattering. It's really flattering, but honestly, Dan, I don't think like that. That's just not me. I'm so happy that I was able to live my dreams as a kid and to be able to do something that I absolutely love. I loved the competition. I told you I liked how I felt the day of the game. And I've lived my dreams. Most people don't get a chance to do it. I'm sure you're living your dreams today, but
I'm living a dream here. My dad would be in tears watching this.
Well,
because you were one of his idols.
Well, thank you.
And I can't help but sit here and think he would watch this now and then know I'd made it.
Well, as I say, I'm extremely proud of being an athlete. Sometimes it's I sort of like to fly under the radar. I've never tried to place any importance on myself as a person or as an athlete. I'd like to think I'm normal, and sometimes people don't want you to be normal. And last night at the game up in Oakland, I was there, and I was walked down after the game, and our fans are incredible up there. The best fans I have ever seen in my life. I don't care where you go in the league. These are the best fans. And they're so loud, they're so vocal, and they haven't had a winning situation up there for a while. But I was going out after the game. I was with my wife. And I said to myself, these people in the hallways, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. I was so embarrassed. I was really embarrassed because, again, that's not what makes me work. But, it's thrilling that people recognize maybe your contribution to basketball.
During the commercial break, as Will Ferrell's leaving, and Will was nervous about meeting Jerry West, and he says, "Could you please come back to the Lakers?" Is that tampering, Jerry, what Will Ferrell just did to have you come back to the Lakers?
Well, it's kind of I have a bunch of people always say that to me, but, I think my days of long-term future in basketball is probably well behind me.
Jerry West staying with us. We had Will Ferrell in before, and I know you guys got a chance to say hello to one another, but he brought up an interesting story. He said, the logo, the NBA logo, is you dribbling. Well, we're led to believe it's you dribbling. The NBA doesn't say that it's you. But he said the ball goes off your foot the next frame. Like they show you dribbling. Is that true?
It is true. They have a guy with a net over there catching it. Of course.
Oh, they did. They did.
So it wouldn't hit someone in the first row.
But I think you went up for a jumper right after that, didn't you? Do you even remember that play?
No, it was a drive.
It was a drive.
Right, yes.
Did you make it? I mean, if that's you as the logo, do you remember?
Dan, I made a few shots in my career. But I also took a few shots.
Yeah, you did. You did.